Hi, I'm Nathan Tannenbaum. These are just some of the stories coming soon to the Las Vegas Review-Journal. 4 years of negotiations prompted by a federal law requiring Nevada and Utah to work out some kind of a water deal amongst themselves ended with the announcement Thursday that that deal has been reached. Nevada's Director of Conservation and Natural Resources.
That is 55,000 acre-feet for the state of Utah, 12,000 acre-feet for the state of Nevada. And that merely reflects the groundwater use and the existing water rights that are ongoing within the basin at this time.
Details of the agreement posted on the ReviewJournal.com website before noon Thursday and are there still, as well as in your Friday paper. Not too far from the Snake Valley, where touchy water negotiations are ongoing, is the White Pine County seat, Ely, where the only water the UNLV football team's thinking about is ice-cold tubs for cooling off during their ongoing football camp there.
Well, I'm very excited about our football team. It's our first day of practice at our off-campus site, and we had a good practice, not a perfect practice. We've got to be better. I thought our defense, for the most part, did a really good job today. Offense needs to be better. Number one is we need to be a better football team when we come back from here than when we came.
More of that video on both of the ReviewJournal.com website multimedia pages. There's one that you get to from the home page, looks like this. Then there's the one you get to by scrolling down the home page, right here. And there's an entire website devoted to all UNLV sports. It's rebelnation.lvrj.com. The weeks-long federal tax evasion and fraud trial of Las Vegas businessman Robert Carey went to the jury deliberation stage Thursday morning. The 48-year-old paid employees with gold and silver coins, advising them to report the face value of them on their tax returns rather than the coin's market value. Review-Journal Special Projects reporter Joan Whiteley's been covering the case since before the trial began. The RJ's breaking news section will have the verdict when it's announced, with details spelled out in print and online the following day. Despite objections from the state that a Las Vegas man accused of swindling elderly folks in a real estate investment scam won't come back from an overseas trip, Jamal El-Jawadi had his passport returned Thursday by Las Vegas Justice of the Peace Joe Shishento after El-Jawadi posted $200,000 bond. Look for more on this story in Friday's print and online Review-Journal. A study on segregation in inner-city Las Vegas schools, the subject of a Clark County School Board meeting scheduled for Thursday afternoon. Review-Journal education writer Jim Haug has the report on the mood of those in attendance, as well as the responses of the district to the UCLA report, which concludes that allowing students the choice of attending better-performing schools has hurt test scores at those inner-city schools. Review-Journal business writer Jennifer Robinson's looking into the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority approving the spending of $480,000 for what's been described as a terror analyst, whose job would include trying to convince convention planners that holding gatherings here is safer than holding them in any other city. Finally, Friday. The weekly doing and dining guides here once again with the cover story by entertainment writer Mike Weatherford on Living the Dream, an in-depth look, so to speak, at the ever-changing water show Le Rêve at the Wynn Resort. As always, concert, restaurant, and event information is packed throughout Friday Neon. Weather. National Weather Service satellite photos showing a strong low-pressure system pushing inland from the Pacific Northwest, and for you, that means increasing wind, gusts up to 30 miles an hour later Friday, and then cooler north wind for the weekend, bringing daytime highs down from the 105 ballpark into the 90s, overnight lows into the 70s from the 80s, before warming back up next week. For breaking news 24/7, you're at the right spot, ReviewJournal.com.